Imagine this. You spend your whole life working hard, building savings, and finally reaching retirement. You think the financial worries are over. But then, one question hits you like a ton of bricks. What happens to your loved ones financially when you are gone? That is where life insurance comes in. And yes, even for seniors, it still matters. In this video, I will show you why seniors still need life insurance, and I promise by the end, you will see it in a completely different light. Number 1. The myth that seniors do not need life insurance. Many people believe life insurance is only useful when you are young, raising kids, or paying off a mortgage. But let me ask you this. If you pass away tomorrow, will your loved ones be left with bills, funeral expenses, or even debts in your name? Even if your children are grown, those costs do not magically disappear. A funeral alone in the USA can cost anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000. Without insurance, that money often comes straight out of your family's pocket. Life insurance can prevent this burden. For example, a retired teacher in Ohio used a small policy to cover her funeral costs, saving her children from taking out loans just to bury their mother with dignity. Number 2. Covering final expenses. This is one of the biggest reasons seniors keep life insurance. Final expenses are not just about funerals. They also include medical bills from hospital stays, unpaid credit card balances, and even legal fees. Think about it. If you spent your last few weeks in a hospital, Medicare may not cover everything. Those unpaid bills do not vanish when you pass away. They often fall to your estate, and eventually to your family. A simple final expense policy can protect your family from this stressful situation. Imagine your loved ones grieving without having to also set up a GoFundMe page to pay off debts. That peace of mind is priceless. Number 3. Leaving a legacy for your family. Life insurance is not just about covering costs. It can also be a way to leave behind a financial gift. Even a small policy of $25,000 or $50,000 can help a grandchild pay for college or help your adult children with a down payment on their first home. Think about how meaningful that could be. Instead of leaving your family stress, you leave them opportunity. One grandfather I worked with bought a policy late in life and specifically wrote his granddaughter as the beneficiary. When he passed, she used that money to graduate debt-free. That was his legacy. Number 4. Replacing lost income. You might be thinking, but I am retired. I do not earn income anymore. True. But what about your pension or Social Security benefits? When one spouse dies, the household income often drops. For example, if a couple relies on both Social Security checks, one of those checks will stop after the first spouse passes. That could mean losing hundreds or even over $1,000 each month. Life insurance can help fill that gap. Imagine your spouse being able to keep paying the bills without changing their entire lifestyle. That is the hidden income replacement life insurance provides. Number 5. Paying off outstanding debts. Many seniors still carry debt into retirement. This might be a mortgage, a car loan, or even credit cards. If you pass away while still owing money, creditors may come after your estate. That can reduce what your family inherits. A life insurance payout ensures your debts are settled without draining the assets you wanted to leave behind. For example, a retired couple in Florida used a small policy to clear the remaining $20,000 balance on their home loan. Because of that, the surviving spouse got to keep living in the house debt-free. That is powerful financial protection. Number 6. Protecting your business or estate. Not every senior is fully retired. Some still own small businesses or rental properties. If you pass away without insurance, your heirs might be forced to sell off assets quickly just to cover taxes or debts. Life insurance creates a safety net that allows your family to take their time making decisions. For example, a family business owner used life insurance to ensure his children had the cash to keep the shop running instead of closing it right away. Without that, the legacy of his life's work could have been lost. Number 7. Charity and giving back. Maybe you do not have kids or your kids are financially comfortable. Life insurance can still make a difference. You can name a charity as your beneficiary. This allows you to leave behind a meaningful legacy without having to donate large sums while alive. For example, a retired nurse used a life insurance policy to leave $100,000 to a local children's hospital. That gift continues to make an impact long after she passed. Think about the causes that matter most to you. Life insurance gives you a way to support them even after you are gone. Number 8. Peace of mind for your loved ones. Sometimes it is not about numbers. It is about emotions. Knowing that your family will not have to stress over money when you are gone can help you sleep better at night. Life insurance is more than paperwork. It is peace of mind. It says, I loved you enough to think ahead. And let's be honest, that is one of the greatest gifts you can give your family. Number 9. Life insurance is more affordable than you think. Many seniors avoid life insurance because they assume it is too expensive. While it is true that rates are higher with age, there are affordable options. For example, simplified issue policies or final expense policies do not require medical exams. They provide smaller coverage amounts, but that is often enough. You do not need $1 million policy. Even $10,000 to $50,000 of coverage can make a huge difference. Think of it like buying a safety net, not a golden parachute. And yes, many seniors in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s still qualify. Number 10. The emotional relief for survivors. Here is something many people overlook. Losing a loved one is hard enough emotionally. Adding financial stress on top can break families apart. Arguments about who pays for what can create lasting wounds. Life insurance removes that problem. When the money is there to cover costs, families can focus on grieving and healing, not fighting over bills. Imagine your children sitting together, remembering your life, instead of arguing about who will swipe their credit card for the funeral home. That is the true hidden value of life insurance. Number 11. Options to use life insurance while alive. Some modern policies offer living benefits. These allow you to access a portion of your death benefit if you are diagnosed with a serious illness. This means you can use the money for treatments, caregiving, or even just to make your last years more comfortable. For example, one senior used her life insurance living benefit to pay for in-home care, so she could remain in her house rather than move into a nursing facility. That gave her both comfort and dignity. So life insurance is not always just about what happens after you are gone. Sometimes, it helps while you are still here. Number 12. Protecting grandchildren or dependents. Not all seniors are empty nesters. Some raise grandchildren or support adult children with disabilities. If you are financially responsible for someone, life insurance becomes critical. Without it, they may lose the financial support they depend on. A grandfather raising his grandson in Texas took out a life insurance policy to make sure the boy would have money for food, clothing, and school if he passed unexpectedly. That policy became his way of continuing to provide, even in death. Number 13. Tax advantages. Life insurance payouts are typically received tax-free by your beneficiaries. That means every dollar goes directly to your family or chosen cause. Compare that to other assets that might be taxed before they reach your heirs. Life insurance provides a clean, straightforward transfer of money at a time when clarity matters most. It is one of the simplest ways to move wealth across generations without Uncle Sam taking a chunk. Number 14. Flexibility in planning. Life insurance can be customized to fit your unique needs. Maybe you only want a small final expense policy. Maybe you want a term policy for 10 years to cover a specific debt. Or maybe you prefer whole life insurance that builds cash value over time. There is no one-size-fits-all answer. The beauty is, you can design a policy that matches your personal situation and budget. Think of it like ordering at a restaurant. You do not have to take the whole menu. You pick what works for you. Number 15. The true cost of doing nothing. The biggest mistake seniors make is assuming they do not need life insurance and doing nothing about it. The result? Families scrambling, debts unpaid, and legacies lost. Doing nothing costs more than doing something small. Even a modest policy can prevent heartbreak. Remember, the question is not whether you need life insurance. The question is, will your family need financial help when you are gone? For most people, the answer is yes. Number 16. Covering long-term care gaps. Many seniors worry about how they will pay for long-term care. Nursing homes or assisted living can cost thousands of dollars each month. Traditional health insurance, or Medicare, often does not cover all of these expenses. Some life insurance policies with riders allow you to use part of the death benefit to cover long-term care costs. This can protect your savings and keep your family from draining their own wallets to care for you. Number 17. Supporting a surviving spouse's retirement. If you and your spouse save together for retirement, losing one of those incomes could mean the other has to cut back. A life insurance payout can provide a cushion so the surviving spouse does not need to downsize their lifestyle or move out of their home. For example, a widow in California used her late husband's policy to continue funding her retirement account so she could stay independent. Number 18. Handling estate taxes. While most Americans will not owe estate taxes, families with larger estates or property may face hefty tax bills. Life insurance can be structured to cover these costs, so heirs do not have to sell property quickly just to pay taxes. Imagine passing down farmland, a family home, or even a small business without your kids being forced to liquidate just to cover a tax bill. Life insurance makes that possible. Number 19. Protecting cosign loans. Many seniors cosign student loans or car loans for children or grandchildren. If the primary borrower cannot pay and you pass away, the lender can come after your estate. Life insurance provides the cash needed to settle those debts without creating extra hardship for your loved ones. This prevents a supportive gesture from turning into a long-term financial burden. Number 20. Funding special needs trusts. If you have a child or grandchild with special needs, life insurance can be used to fund a trust that provides lifelong support. This ensures your dependent will continue to have care and resources after you are gone. For example, parents of a disabled adult often use life insurance policies to set up trusts so their child will always be provided for. It is one of the most secure ways to plan for their future. Number 21. Helping cover relocation costs. When one spouse passes, the surviving spouse may need to move closer to family or into a smaller home. Moving and relocating is expensive. A life insurance payout can help cover those costs, giving the survivor flexibility instead of being stuck where they are with no options. Number 22. Balancing inheritances. Sometimes seniors want to leave assets fairly, but not everything is easy to split. For example, maybe one child inherits the family home while the other does not. Life insurance can balance things out by giving money to the other child so both receive something of value. This prevents resentment and keeps family harmony intact. Number 23. Creating a predictable safety net. Unlike investments that go up and down in value, life insurance provides a guaranteed payout. That predictability is comforting. Your family knows exactly what they will receive, regardless of market swings or economic conditions. In times of uncertainty, that guarantee is one of the most valuable benefits seniors can give. We have now walked through every major reason why seniors still need life insurance. From covering final expenses, to protecting loved ones, to even leaving behind a legacy, the value is clear. But here is the real question. If you passed away tomorrow, would your family be financially ready, or would they be scrambling? Tell me in the comments. Do you think seniors should drop life insurance once they retire, or keep it as one of the most important tools in their financial plan?